Hey yo, what's going on? It's me, Cat Astronaut, with another update. Today I wanted to touch on the current state of the CNFT market, but also what are your go-to investments at this point? Like I've went over some of my strategies for this bear market, uh, which include CNFTs and also are focused specifically on purchasing tokens. And what I've noticed is that there's just a lot of not yeah FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Like I think right now with the debacle in the challenge that Space Buds is going through with the integrity of their art, with price fluctuations within not only Cardano but the crypto market in general. Hopefully, you can hear this in the background. This is like perfect. It's creating a storm, right? So today, wanted to touch on a few things. What do we do next? Should we still be investing in CNFTs? And if so, which ones and why? Right? So I want to touch on all those things, right? So, first and foremost, let's start with the blue chips. Let's start with the big dogs. And before we do that, look what traders are doing in the last 24 hours. You have more people selling than buying, right? More people are selling than buying. What that means is that prices usually and typically will go down. When you have more people buying than selling, prices typically go up, right? So, something interesting to watch. But let's look at our all time list. And the first thing that's kind of shocking is not that I'm seeing the usual suspects here in terms of amazing projects, but SpaceBud's floor price has dropped. It was around 6K. I thought that was a solid point in between that 5,500 ADA to 6K range. And after, uh, challenges to the integrity of their art and the originality of the art, people are nervous. These CNFT projects are all about trust and value. And although I don't think this will be a long term issue for Space Buds, this has been a challenge. Okay. Now, the Pavia floor price has significantly dropped as well. Why? When you build, they say that they will come, but what they don't tell you is when you're building, a lot of people also don't wait, right? Especially during a bear market. So you see some challenges there with Pavia, but they're reaching their milestones and they continue to build with 18,000 unique wallets. Clay Nation, shout out to Clay Nation. Uh, First CNFT project that I minted. Talk about lucky, right? So shout out to them. They're still doing their thing. 24-hour volume is down, but overall, they keep plugging away. They have some interesting things coming in the future. Hey, not biased. I am called Boss Cat Astronaut, but shout out to Boss Cat Rocket Club at number 4 for one of their projects, right? And we can say the same thing about Clay Nation as well, right? So it's one thing to look at our top 5 and, discuss market share and what their impact is. But if you look at Clay Nation and Boss Cat Rocket Club, this is just the tip of a large iceberg. Clay Nation also has clay pitches, right? 9.8 million, right? They also have the Good Charlotte collab, 6.4 million, right? And they also have Claymates that's somewhere down there as well, right? Boss Cat Rocket Club has Boss Cat Rocket Club, but also has Boss Cat Rocket Parts. They also have Boss Planet Real Estate, right? So my whole point is that on Cardano, folks are building these unique and amazing ecosystems. And if you build them as a top 20 cryptocurrency, like, people will come. It's going to take some time. So, to answer your question, what the purpose of the video was about, what do you invest in right now? Right? My advice is, my perspective is, not financial advice, but perspective is, Space Buds is either really cheap or it will continue to go down. And only the market will determine which way we go. Are we very close to me buying in? We were very, very close. It took everything in me not to purchase Space Buds at 3,500 ADA, which is unheard of, right? But I think the OG CNFT investors have stepped up and they're doing an amazing job of balancing out the floor price, because they understand the significance of Space Buds is not just about the art, but it's so much more from a historical perspective, right? And it's very nostalgic. And I also show respect and pay homage to what the Space Buds team has done. I hope they can kind of get through what they're going through. And when the price is right, you'll see me dive in for sure again, because I've owned Space Buds CNFTs before. Pavia right now, wow. Estates are at amazing prices. Uh, Anything under 3K, hey, fair play, fair game. Something you might want to consider. Clay Nation, Claymates. Every now and then you'll see a Clay Nation OG for like 2,700 sniped up. I think their new normal is going to be that 2,800 to 3,300 range in terms of the floor. Um, for the Good Charlotte collab, I think our new normal is above 1,000 or with a 1,000 floor. And for pitches, I think it's just going to be a matter of time to kind of see where we end up. But great investments. People are now calling that the top-notch investment in the Cardano ecosystem because of the challenges Spacebuds has had. Now, there's three, not two, three other communities would totally disagree with that. One being Boss Cat Rocket Club. Now, Boss Cat Rocket Club is an ecosystem of 10,000 PFPs, uh, rockets that you had to build, and also an entire metaverse with the land sale. Uh, they're doing great. They're building. Very confident in what the folks are doing right now. Not to mention their voxel art set that will provide benefits to their metaverse called Boss Planet that they're creating. Lots of upside there. Chilled Kongs, 2 words, amazing community, right? That's what these guys have had through their inception. And when you think of a perfect, confident person, right? You think of somebody who's chill, so they're humble enough, but a Kong is a beast, right? So it's like that chill confidence and high, amazing stature. And that's what the chilled Kongs bring to the table. And the floor price kind of exudes that. It's a big deal that they passed up the Ape Society, who has an amazing ecosystem, a token, uh, cabins, and all the amazing things that these guys are working on. And no shade to them, because Ape Society is also something project I was able to mint. Proud of it. I saw the amazing innovation that they were bringing to the CNFT space by starting out by using names and not numbers, right? When you think of human connection, social networks, social mediums, most of the time we use words, and they picked up on that. So kudos to them, not to mention cool artwork and the classes which we deal with in society. And now we deal with it within the Ape Society, right? So shout out to them. These top six are amazing buys. Um, Me personally, um, due to where I think the market will go, I'm gonna snipe some things here and there, but I'm not gonna ape into lots of these projects until it's the right time. I have a target amount of ADA, Ethereum, and other, you know, top 20 tokens that I'm going to purchase towards the end of the year. And I advise you guys, or I don't advise you guys, inspire you to advise you to do your own research and looking at what's your price point on buying these amazing projects that will be extremely undervalued. What's your strategy? Start thinking that through, and then think about, uh, is SpaceBud's price right now? I think the market is telling us that anything below 4K ADA right now is a steal, right? Pavia, 200 ADA. Play Nation, 2,800 to 3,300. Boss Cat Rocket Club, 1K, right? Chilled Kongs, 25 to 3K. Ape Society, 2,200 to 2,400 ADA. So identify price points, know when you're getting an amazing deal on these projects, and continue to follow these guys. Join the Discord, follow them on Twitter, and really grow with the community so you can take things to the next level. Now, um, as I always say, start every day with a grateful heart. I said feel fee, right? There is no fee here. This is free. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, and check these wonderful CNFTs out. Lots of opportunity here, and time it. Time it correctly. Have a strategy that works for you. Take care.